everyone, Dan here and welcome back to another video where today I'm back with the magic pen because today I'm going to be drawing some more of your awesome comments taken from the previous video. So let's get to the first one. And the first comment is from Bill Cypher, says draw a pug with your face on it with a chocolate bar. Let's do this. Now, as you guys know, I'm terrible at drawing pugs. So what I'm gonna do is draw the pug and then draw the pug with like a mask of my face on. I think that'll be the best way to do it. So if we start off with a pug face like this, there's one ear. There's another ear. Oh, they're not even. Then we need to go ahead and draw a big fat pug face. It doesn't matter too much what this looks like because obviously we're going to cover it with a mask. So I'm going to leave that like that for now. And then we need to add a body. And I think I'm going to do him jumping towards the camera so that you can hold the chocolate bar in his hand. One arm this way. There we go. One arm this way. There we go. That's not too bad. And then one leg this way. And now I kind of wish I did the head a little bit bigger, but hey, we'll deal with it for now. And we need to do the other leg like out here, and then we'll have a big old tail in the middle. Oh dear, I tried fixing it. I made the head bigger. Now it looks like it's got too big of a head. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and do a big curly tail just like that, and that should fit. Oh, that doesn't look like a tail, does it? It looks like a snail, but if we move it a little bit here and then erase the lines, there we go. That could be a lot worse. Now, what do I need to do next? I need to do the Dan mask, so I need to know how much of the pug I need to draw. So, we need a picture of my face. Now, I'm going to be boring and pick the one that I used in the beginning. So, let's flip it around this way, which means my fringe looks a little bit weird on the other side. But if we do this, oh, I've had an idea. What we're going to do is cut out the eye holes like this, and oh my goodness, this is gonna look like I'm gonna like Dan Herobrine. Oh my goodness, this is gonna look really weird, but hopefully it will look awesome when we take out this eye as well. There we go. And he's gonna wear it like a face mask, like a proper mask. So I guess that means we should also take out the mouth as well. Oh my goodness, look how creepy that is. That's so weird. Okay, so the mask is done. So if I just move that to... Actually, let's just keep it there and hide it for a second. Because I need to do the eyes somehow. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do it to line it up. I've got it. Let's just do... Oh! What is that? Oh my goodness, that's the freakiest thing ever. So I'm just making it so that I can see it when I make it disappear. Look at that bug. Look at that bug, oh my goodness. Right, let's try drawing the rest of his features. So the eyes should look good like this, but I just need to add in like the little kawaii dots. I don't know how well those are gonna come out, but they'll be fine for now. And then I need to kind of draw like a wrinkle, but that's gonna be really, really difficult. I need to make it so that I've got... Oh geez, right, here it goes. Let's just go for it. Here we go. That's not too bad. That could be worse. That could be worse. Okay, that's not too bad. We're not going to see most of this, so we're going to add in... Actually, I don't even think we need to add in a nose. And then the mouth. We do need to add in a mouth. Actually, first, let's see what it looks like with the mask on. Oh, what have I created? Oh! Okay, let's sort this out properly. We're going to go like that. Ah! This is so wrong. So wrong. So you see these little white dots? I put those on the side of the face on purpose so that I could go ahead and make it so that he's actually wearing a mask like this. Does it work? Kind of. Yeah, that kind of works. Now I'm gonna leave the mouth like that for now. The eyes look creepy, which is awesome. I do need to add one of these though. Let's see if this works, makes it look a little bit better. Nope. No, that makes it look worse. Okay, let's not do that. So I guess we should do some kind of coloring so that this actually looks like a pug. Oh, we need to add the chocolate bar. You know what? Let's do that first. So I need to make it so that his hand holds it. So we're gonna go for a big chocolate bar like this. There we go. I have no idea what kind of chocolate bar that is. Oh, what is that? Oh, okay, we're gonna go with it anyway. And we're gonna call it the pug bar, just like this. P-U Gee, very nice indeed. Okay, I would like to buy one of those. We just need to color this bit in. I'm gonna go for gray. It's a little bit of a dull color, but I'll add a little pop of color behind the letters so that actually looks attractive to eat, because this looks like it might contain just like sand or something really, really boring. Try putting some yellow behind it. Does this work? Does this work? Kinda. I'm gonna go with it because I have no other ideas. There we go. The Pug chocolate bar. Yes. Okay, so now we should be able to add some color in. Now, this is a pretty good pug color. I am not gonna lie. This is pretty nice. So I'm gonna color this guy in, and then we need a background. Now, I'm not 100% sure what kind of background to do. I'm thinking maybe space or a fairground. And if we just finish off the muzzle, those are actually pretty good pug colors. I am pleased with those, but it's made the eyes go a little bit more weird than they actually need to be. But let's add some red to the mouth, just like this. And then all we need to do is add a tongue, and I think that might save it at least a little bit. Yes, that's not too bad. That actually looks really funny. Okay. We need a background. I'm thinking, I don't know why, but I'm thinking like a circus tent, so I'm gonna do that. I found the perfect one. I've done the background and stuff, but I found, boom, the perfect circus tent. So let's just make it go up here and actually put it in the right place. There we go. Why a circus tent? I just want to move this guy over to here because then I think we're pretty much done. That's terrifying. Oh, right. Let's add some finishing touches and then we're done. And there you go. That masterpiece is complete. It's a pug. I've added it running away from the circus for some reason, but he's holding a chocolate bar and he's wearing a mask of my face. That is terrifying. Let's move on to the next one, which just so happens to be pug related. Also, Angela Leo asks Ellie and Darcy as Nyan cats dancing in space on a rainbow. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna need are Ellie and Darcy's face. So let me go and find some pictures. Guys, I have found the greatest picture of Darcy to use. So this is Ellie's picture, looking nice and plump, not fat. And then, are you ready? Are you ready for Darcy's picture? Boom! There we go. This is gonna be perfect. Okay, so let's move Darcy over to... Where should we move Darcy? Look, this is so weird, like floating pug heads. So let's move Darcy here and then make it a little bit bigger. There we go. And then we want Ellie. Let's kind of... Does that work? Yeah, that works. Right. And then add her like this. Now we need to make them Nyan cats. Or should I say Nyan pugs? So we just need like some big rectangles just like this. There we go. That's perfect. And then we also need a foot out this way, a foot out this way. And I think that's all we need for Darcy because she's going to be behind Ellie anyway. We do need like an outline of the Pop-Tart here. And then most of it's in the coloring. And they need to be in space on a rainbow. Okay, we'll just do rainbows out their butts because... why not? And then we'll do them in space as well. Now to make Ellie into a Pop-Tart. I'm going to make her a nice little Pop-Tart because her head is big enough already. Let's do the outline like this. There we go. Legs out like this. There we go. Absolutely perfect. Ellie, you look like an amazing Pop-Tart. Look at that. Look at that. It's amazing. Now, isn't Nyan cat like a gray color? I think so. So I'm going to do some coloring now just so you get some idea. I'm going to do the paws fawn color, like their color, just because it makes sense. Oh, I've done the color wrong, so bam! That should fix it. There we go, okay. That was easily fixed. Right, we also need to do it. I think it's pink in the middle. Oh, that's the perfect color. There we go. The perfect Pop-Tart pugs. Now, I am going to make their arms gray because that's what Nyan cat looks like. And then we need to do space and the rainbows. And let's not forget about the sprinkles either. We're going to do lots of little dots. So, oh, geez, no, that's bad. That's bad. So they look like they've got kind of chicken pox, but we're also going to give them some other colors as well. I'm thinking green. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Pop-Tarts. There we go. Awesome. And also, I think we're going to do blue as well. Because why not? Why not? Look how fabulous that looks. This is awesome. Oh, geez. Right. Now we need to do some rainbows. Now, I'm not actually sure how I'm going to do this yet. Okay, I think I figured it out. We're going to go for a massive brush. And then we're just going to do 3 colors. We're going to do red, just like this. And then red. Oh, I'm actually going to do Ellie's. Yeah, we'll do that. That's cool. And then we're also going to do... What other color should we do? Let's do... purple, because why on earth not? Look at that. Look at that. That is amazing. I think Ellie's only going to be able to fit 3 on, but then Darth can have a few more. And then we're also going to do yellow, because yellow is just yellow. Here we go. Nice. Oh my goodness, looking fabulous. I think we can fit another color on each. Now, I know that these colors aren't in the rainbow, but I think they'll all go pretty nicely or pretty horribly together. So there we go. And the final one, like that. Okay, we've got that. Now we just need space and we're done. I'm just going to do a big planet Earth down here because I think that'll look the best. If we just do some lands like this. And then some land here. That should look pretty cool. And then we'll do space in the background. Oh, this is so fun. So there is Earth. And now we just need to have the sky in the background. And look at them. Look at them. They look so majestic. This is an amazing idea. Oh my goodness, right. We might need to... Oh no, we'll leave that as it is. And right, finishing touches. We need some stars. And we also need... What else do we need? Just some finishing touches, and then we're done with this one as well. Beautiful little twinkly stars. There we go. Nice. Nice. Looking good. Yeah. Another masterpiece has been created. So, Angela, thank you so much for your suggestion. This is awesome. And let's move on to our third and final one of this video. And this final one comes from Hunter Brownfield and says, you should draw a giraffe with a purple mohawk. So I'm going to alter that a little bit and do him with a purple mohawk, but he's also going to be a complete punk. He's going to be a punk rocker. He's going to be awesome. So we need a giraffe. Now, I could draw a giraffe or I could borrow one. What a giraffe. Oh my goodness, he is looking amazing. So let's make him a little bit bigger. And we're going to have to give him some punk rock clothes and punk rock everything because he's looking beautiful. Your transformation starts now, Mr. Giraffe. Okay, so we're going to start the mohawk like this. And then we're going to need to make it like this shape. That's terrible. Let's do that again. That's better. Now we need to take it over the back. Now, where do we want it to end? Like here, I guess? Oh, this looks a little bit weird now, doesn't it? Yeah, it looks really weird. Okay, let's try and save it. Nope. Nope. Let's try like this. Let's go this way and then up and then this way. Ah, this should work better. And then like this. And then it goes behind his ear onto his neck. Let's try it. Let's try it. Let's try it. Oh, it's a bit wiggly, but that doesn't work either. What is that? You know what? I'm going to blame the giraffe. The giraffe is the problem here. So we're going to go and do the big mohawk like this. I think that works. And then we just need to bring it in a little bit closer. There we go. That's better. And then we bring this like there. Yes. So what else does a punk rock zebra need? It needs, well, with this face, it needs one of these. A super long tongue. There we go. And it's going to have a little fork in the end as well because why on earth not? And then we're going to bring it round and in there. Okay, that looks weird, but we're going to go with it. He also needs earrings. There we go. There we go. Okay, and we're going to have... Should we have a spike going through his ear as well? Let's do this. Spike through there, and then it comes out the other side. Nice! Oh, punk rock zebra. And he's also going to need some kind of jacket on, because he needs like a big old leather jacket. So let's do it like this. There we go. And we're also going to bring it down this way as well. Yeah, this guy's going to look awesome. And then he's going to have this, but he's going to have a rip in his shirt because he don't care. He's punk rock. So let's start adding some color to this. It said purple mohawk, so let's go ahead and give it some purple up in here. Looking good, Mr. Zebra. Looking good. So if we grab a gray, we'll fill in this bit too. So he's got his big old crazy spike going through his ear. There we go. The tongue and the rest also needs to be colored in. Just add in the last little bit of color to the t-shirt, and then, you know what? We're actually pretty close to done without, like, finishing touches and stuff. But we need a background. That tongue is horrendous. Oh my goodness. You know what we need to add to it? We need to add a ring, like a piercing to it, because he's got loads of piercings. Let's go ahead and add just one like this. There we go. Now, I know what you're thinking. Where on earth would a giraffe like this habitate? Because obviously it's not a traditional giraffe. It doesn't live wherever giraffes live. It lives at a rock concert. Oh my goodness, this is perfect. Look at that. Yes, the colors match and everything. Right, let's add some finishing touches. Then we'll let this giraffe rock on. Guys, it's done. Another one of my masterpieces. So guys, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much, Hunter, for this suggestion. Thank you for the 2 other suggestions in this video as well. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, please leave a big fat thumbs up. For more, draw your comments, and also don't forget to leave your comment in the comment section down below to see if yours will get picked for next week's video. Apart from that, thank you again so much for watching. Again, a thumbs up would be appreciated. And also, if this happens to be the first video you've seen by me, then please do consider subscribing to join Team TDM today with the Magic Pen, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye! Press start.